Hello Point Pleasant and happy Friday. I hope you're all staying dry and welcome to the Ocean Star Sports Show. I'm your host, Dominic Polio, sports reporter for the Ocean Star. Let's get right into it as we kick off with Point Borough Field Hockey, who took on Barnegat last Friday at home. Let's have a look.
It was your Point Borough Panthers hosting the Barnegat Bengals last Friday in the game of field hockey. Now, remember the name Haley Hanrahan because she will come up often as the Panthers shut out the Bengals 5-0. Hanrahan accounted for 3 of those goals, all in the first half of play. The first goal came in the 9th minute after Borough's Casey Blake worked this ball away from Barnegat and across goal. Hanrahan was there to put a stick on it and get it past the goalie for Borough's first score. Same players, same spot, and another goal for the Panthers. Blake rips a shot that Barnegat's goalie gets a foot on, but it's Hanrahan again with the cleanup and the goal. The Panthers are up 2-0 halfway through the first half. But get your hats ready because it's Hanrahan again with the hat trick. This time she teams up with Morgan Mulvey for this sweet goal that will slow down because it happened really fast. Watch as Mulvey lifts the ball and Hanrahan gets her club on it for the goal. Great concentration by Hanrahan. Point Borough goes in the half up 3-0 and comes out firing in the second. Mulvey gets a hold of this ball in front of goal, makes the turn, and beats the Barnegat goalie. Then, in the final minute of the game, Borough's Jane Bowden gets in on the action for the Panthers' 5th and final goal of the contest. The shutout was made possible by the strong Panther defense that saw Maddie Severio in goal during the first half and Carson Swisher in goal during the second. The Panthers proved the better cat and shut out the Bengals 5-0.
The field hockey team wasn't the only Borough team in action on Friday as we move a field over and check out Point Borough football in their very first home game of the season.
After playing 2 games on the road to start the season, the Point Borough football team finally had the opportunity to perform in front of a home crowd last Friday night. The Panthers went up against the Trojans of Bishop George R. High School, and in front of a rowdy crowd, Point Borough came out on top 14-6. The theme of the game was turnovers, as 3 occurred in the first 3 drives of the game. First was an interception by Borough's Devin Connolly, followed by a Borough fumble that the Trojans recovered. But the third time is a charm, and this time Borough's Mike Falconetti recovers this fumble, and the Panthers hold on to the ball. They found the end zone soon after on this pitch to Connolly from 34 yards out. Look at him turn on the Jets. Lou Albarano drilled the extra point, and Point Borough was up 7-0 in the first quarter. It took the Trojans a while to get their offense going, but they found a touchdown with minutes to go in the second quarter from 4 yards out. The only problem was the snap during the extra point attempt, and as you can see here, the Panthers quickly flooded the backfield. With the Panthers up 7-6, there was an impressive halftime performance for the fans from the Point Borough Marching Band before everyone focused back on football. We jump ahead to the fourth quarter as Dom Infante recovers a Bishop R fumble on the Trojans' 21-yard line. This led to this 4-yard touchdown run from Nate Husak. Albarano with the extra point, and it's good. Borough increases their lead to 8. The Trojans continue battling, and with 2 minutes left in the game, it came down to a 4th and 16 on Borough's 30-yard line. The pass was complete, and Borough made the tackle, but the referees needed a measurement to determine the spot. The chain gang says short, and Borough had their turnover on downs. A couple of knees later, and Point Borough had their 3rd win of the season.
The Panther football squad moves to 3-0 on the season for the first time since 2012. Now, let's take a look at another successful Panther squad, the Point Borough girls soccer team, as they battled it out against Jackson Liberty on the pitch on Saturday.
In a game that kept fans on the edge of their seats until the very last minute, Point Borough girls soccer team fought windy conditions and questionable calls to edge out visiting Jackson Liberty 1-0. It is safe to say the score did not reflect what took place during the game, as Borough outshot and outpossessed their opponents from start to finish. But give Jackson Liberty's goalie credit, as she did have to make 21 saves in goal before Point Borough was finally able to get one by her. With less than 3 minutes left in the game, Panther Caitlin Sider used her space and went near post for this game winner, much to the relief of the fans and the team. With little time left on the clock, Jackson Liberty could not even the score, and Point Borough battled for the win at home.
Wow, what a game and what a nail-biter for the fans. The Panthers stay on top and they continue to be dominant in the B-South Division. Now, let's take a look at another thriller on the soccer field as the Point Beach boys soccer team hosted Ranney School on Tuesday. Let's see who won.
What a wild game it was on Tuesday when the Point Beach boys soccer team hosted Ranney School. A total of 9 goals were scored and the Garnet Gulls edged out their opponent 5-4. Standing out for Beach was sophomore Aris Papoutsakis, who had a foot on every Beach goal. Aris finished the game with a hat trick and 2 assists. But let's not forget that Ranney secured 4 goals of their own, and they got started early as captain Shane Keenan got this ball by Ryan Franzoni in the 2nd minute. But the Garnet Gulls got hot. Their first goal came on a corner from Kai Costa to Aris on this leaping kick to tie the game. Then, before the half came to a close, Point Beach hit their 2nd goal. It was Aris on the assist, and Johan Rosa puts it away. The goals go into halftime up 2-1. Out of the half, it was Aris again, this time on his own with this impressive left-footed strike. Point Beach's next goal started with Aris getting this ball over the goalie, but watch closely as a handball prevented it from going in. The refs missed the call, but Andrew Garrow was there to make sure the ball reached its destination. Ranney answered the goal as Ian Dobrzinski snuck this ball by Franzoni, and Beach's lead was cut down 4-2. But watch here as Aris and Rosa execute the perfect give and go for Aris' hat trick and a 5-2 Point Beach lead. Ranney fought and in the final 8 minutes mounted a comeback effort that began with another goal from Dobrzinski. Then it was Keenan again with this goal that brought Ranney within 1, but the Garnet Gulls made sure to not let in any more. The clock ran down, and Point Beach held on to top Ranney 5-4 in a thriller at home.
What an impressive showing by the sophomore for Point Beach as the Garnet Gulls earn another win for the season. Well, that's all the highlights I have for you for this week. Thanks for watching, and I hope to bring you even more highlights for next week's show. The inclement weather has made it a little bit tough to get video, and a lot of games have been moved around, so we'll see what I can do. Make sure you pick up your copy of today's Ocean Star to read about all the other sports I didn't talk about on today's show. Once again, you can follow me on Twitter at DOMPOLLIO. That's at Dom Polio. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for checking out the show, and I hope you enjoy your weekend. Reporting for Star News Group, I'm Dominic Polio.